Howdy, everybody. It is Joy Francis. Glad you're here. Continuing from where I was. The rest of my story goes on to talk about how I continued in life. We talked about how I should have filed bankruptcy but was too proud to do so. Just couldn't bring my heart to do it. And so I continued on. My mentor that had adopted me, we sat down, we figured out what I have done, how I'm going to make my life work. And what we came up with is what I love to do is I love to help people. I live my life to be able to help the world. And the best way I could do that was to use my skills. My skills are in the area of business development and financial management. And so we used my bachelor's degree in accounting, my MBA in finance, my job as chief financial officer for a public company, and all the work that I have done there, and continued on helping additional people. I ended up creating a number of business classes, a number of finance classes, and started teaching those classes. I'd had one of the local colleges that was offering continuing education allow me to come in there and do classes there. In doing the classes there, I had also connected with their Small Business Development Center. The Small Business Development Center had hired me and brought me in to do some work with clients. And for those of you who are unaware, the Small Business Development Center, it's funded through the SBA, Small Business Association, Administration Association, Small Business Administration, the SBA, and they provide counseling work for businesses for free at the time. They should be charging at least a small amount, but I think that they're still doing it totally free, and they will help a business with whatever they need. Anything from marketing to developing a marketing plan to developing the graphics you need for your logos or whatever you may need. I was working with people in developing business plans and loan proposals and naturally the financial statements and all the financial projections. I did that for a number of years. And Ford Motor had called the college. They wanted them to bring some of their business classes that were being taught at the college in the continuing education department. They wanted to bring those into Ford Motor Company. And so the college asked me to take my classes into Ford. And I was very happy to do so. Sounded like fun. So I went in there, I did classes, and the people at Ford really liked working with me. They preferred working with me to the people at the college. And so what they did was they helped me go through the approval process, get everything all written up, all of my classes approved to teach at all of the different Ford plants. And so I started teaching my business classes, my finance classes at various Ford plants around the country. I did that until 2006. 2006, they diagnosed 2005, I'm sorry. 2005, they diagnosed my MS. The end of 2006, the auto companies were all in trouble, and Ford was shutting down a lot of things, as were many of the auto companies, and they closed out the program that I had been teaching. And so with that, my MS was taking over my life, and I came back home, sat down, figured out what I was going to be able to do, and the one thing that I pushed to do was to walk. I was having difficulty walking, but determined as I was, my mother told me if I wanted to do something, all I had to do was set my mind to it, so I did it. I walked with a walker. A lot of people are afraid to walk with a walker. Oh my goodness, I can't let people know that I have a problem. You could see that I had a problem. Yeah, I walk, and yeah, with MS, I can tell people with if somebody has MS, I frequently can see it by the way they walk. It's yeah, you're not going to notice it, but because I have the problem, I notice it. The legs get really weird and funny, and yeah, I do much better now that they've got me on a medication that helps, but you do what you've got to do. And I was walking with the walker and my leader dog 6 miles a day. And if that is not an accomplishment, I don't know what is. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of wonder. And based on that, we're just excited and going and continuing on. Come back tomorrow. We will talk about more tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in.